Hi, welcome to Treadmill Review Guru. I'm Sydney and today I'm reviewing the Run CX treadmill from Life Fitness. So our team was really excited to test out the Run CX because we're a bit more familiar with Life Fitness in the public gym setting. That's because Life Fitness is a top brand in commercial gym equipment. So we were excited to see how their expertise there translates into their home treadmills. So the Run CX definitely feels like a treadmill that you'd find at the gym. It is really solid and sturdy, and it also functions like one. The console's a bit more basic and straightforward, and it doesn't connect to Wi-Fi, and it also doesn't require a monthly subscription app. Like a lot of treadmills do nowadays, they require those apps, so this one doesn't, which is really nice. So when we tested out the Run CX, we compared it to the Nordic Track 2950, the Sol F85, the Peloton Tread, and the Matrix TF30. So we compared everything from the construction to the console as well as the overall functionality. That way we were able to get a really good feel of this treadmill and be able to bring you insight into how the Run CX feels and performs. So let's jump into who the Run CX is for. So the Run CX, we recommend it for runners and walkers who don't want to be tied into that monthly subscription app. So if you're looking for a really interactive studio class experience at home, this isn't the treadmill for that. But this treadmill is really great for runners who are training for long distance races and they want a treadmill who can keep up with that level of training and last a long time. The Run CX is really great if you have multiple users in your household that want to use this treadmill regularly, because we feel like it can keep up with that level of use, and also the console accommodates for that as well. One thing to consider is the Run CX is pretty heavy. It doesn't fold up. It does have two front wheels, so it can be moved, but it's heavy, so we recommend it more for people who have a designated spot in their home for this treadmill to just stay and not be moved regularly. And finally, the Run CX is really great for users who want a bit more flexibility with how they train. There's the entertainment rack where you can place your phone or a tablet so you can read or watch stuff while you work out, or you can simply press start and go. So let's go over the overall construction of the Run CX. So it is 79.5 inches long, it's 32 inches wide, and it's 61 inches high. As we mentioned, it feels really solid and sturdy to us, and we think it's going to last a long time. Although we haven't had this treadmill for very long, we can't explicitly say that it will last, but we will be updating you in a year and 2 years and let you know how it holds up over time. So when we assembled the Run CX, we noticed underneath the hood, there's extra steel components built into the frame, as well as the console. We think that definitely contributes to how solid and sturdy it feels, and it also, I think, contributes to the weight. It is 341 pounds, so it is pretty heavy. The handles are really nice. They have this nice coating that doesn't feel sticky or slippery, especially if you get really sweaty from a run. The motor size is a 3.0 HP, and it also has the capacity to peak at 6.0. So this motor is the same size as the Peloton Tread, although we feel like this one is a little bit quieter. The incline motor is also pretty quiet. It's just a little bit louder than the other motor, but noise is definitely not an issue on this machine. It's pretty quiet. The running surface is 60 inches by 22 inches, which is plenty large for you to walk, run, sprint on, and the cushioning is firmer. It is definitely firmer than treadmills from Nordic Track, which tend to have a lot of cushion, a little bit more bouncy feel. This treadmill feels a little bit more like the Sol F85, which has a firmer cushioning when you run on it and firmer surface. So if you're looking to run, especially on a little bit more firmer surface, but still be able to minimize the impact on your joints, especially from running on concrete, which has no absorption, this is a really great treadmill for that. So Life Fitness offers a really nice warranty on the Run CX. They offer a lifetime warranty on the frame and the shock absorbers. They offer a 10-year warranty on the motor, a 7-year warranty on parts, a 3-year warranty on the console, and a 1-year warranty on labor. So let's go over how the Run CX functions. So it goes from 0.5 miles per hour up to 12 miles per hour, and the incline goes from 0% all the way up to 15%. And the incline also increases by 0.5% increments, and the speed can be increased by 0.1 increments. So now I'm gonna let you hear how the treadmill sounds when I am walking at 3 miles per hour, running at 6 miles per hour, and running at 9 miles per hour. And I'm also going to incline it and walk on it when it's inclined all the way up to that 15%. So here is 3 miles per hour. Now I'm going to increase it to 6 miles per hour. And here's 9 miles per hour. And now I'm going to increase the incline to that 15%. And here it is completely inclined. So as you can see, it's pretty quiet and doesn't have a lot of noise output. Now we're going to have one of our reviewers who's our tallest reviewer, Matthew. He is 6'5", 230 pounds, and we're gonna have him walk on this treadmill at 3 miles per hour. Here he is running at 6 miles per hour. And here he is running at 10.5 miles per hour. So something to keep in mind with the Run CX is that it doesn't fold up, and it's pretty heavy at 341 pounds. So it's a little bit heavy for me to be able to lift up the back end to move because there's 2 wheels on the front. So here's Matthew lifting it up and showing you that this treadmill can be moved. So overall, the interface on and content on the Run CX is pretty straightforward, and it's definitely a little bit more basic. There's 15 preloaded workouts and 12 custom workouts, or you can easily just press start and go into a manual mode. And each of these 6 different modes is where you'll find the preloaded workouts. The heart rate training mode does require the additional included chest strap for you to wear, and your heart rate is shown right here in this box when you use the chest strap and when you use these pulse grips. This button here is where you can create up to 4 different profiles, and it's really beneficial if you have multiple people in your household that are planning on using this treadmill. So when you create your profile, it'll ask you to input your age and weight, and also set a default duration, and then it'll ask you what your walking, jogging, and running speeds are and what inclines you would like to set for each of those. And then when you go into the preloaded workouts. Those will be set as your default, and then you can change from there. So we did notice that inputting all of the data to create a profile was a little bit challenging. Personally, I am a little bit more accustomed to a touchscreen on my phone, and a lot of home fitness equipment has a touchscreen as well. So the Run CX is Bluetooth enabled, which gives you the flexibility to be able to connect to third-party apps like Zwift and also the Life Fitness Connect app. And the Life Fitness Connect app is $6.99 a month, and it actually has a surprising amount of content. There's pre-recorded classes for both audio and video, and they're not quite the same quality level as a class that you'd take on HIIT, that you'd find on treadmills from Nordic Track and Proform, but for that price, they are actually pretty good quality. And overall, we really like that the Run CX doesn't connect to Wi-Fi and that it doesn't require a monthly subscription fee. So overall, we didn't find a lot that we didn't like about the Run CX. Although we had a little bit of trouble navigating the console because it has limited buttons, so inputting data to create our profile was a little bit more challenging for us. And the console also doesn't have a fan, which is just something to consider. We really like that the Run CX feels like a treadmill that you'd find at the gym, but with a more compact design. It also has a large weight capacity at 400 pounds, which is a really heavy weight capacity. It can also accommodate multiple users. So if you have multiple people in your household that are planning on using this treadmill regularly, we feel like it can handle that level of regular use. And also the console accommodates for that as well. And it's also Bluetooth enabled, so it gives you flexibility to use third-party apps like Zwift and the Life Fitness Connect app. And it also has an adaptable motor, which has an adaptable horsepower, so it can handle heavy use over time. Thanks for watching our review of the Run CX treadmill. If you want to read the full written review, head to treadmillreviewguru.com. You can click the link below to check for current pricing. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date on all of the current home fitness equipment.